Hello everyone, today I'm gonna talk about best Paragon build for PvE and PvP for all classes. Now let's start with PvE. This goes for every class, okay? Let's go and check it out. In total we are gonna have 4.2k damage, 480 armor pen, 420 potency, and 45k life. Of course 260 armor and 260 resistance. Since this is for PvE, maximum armor pen and potency is better than resistance and armor. Of course we always max out HP and damage too. So I max out Vanquisher all the way, and Survivor is just like this. We use 58 points, we max out life and damage nodes. Then moving on to the Treasure Hunter, I max this out too. You can use this in dungeons and in open world farm. After that we have Gladiator, and we spent 77 points for Gladiator. I got all the life, damage and potency nodes. We don't need these for PvE. Same goes for Soldier. We spent 77 points. We activate all potency, armor pen, life and damage nodes, and of course resistance too because it's on the way. And this is how Mastermind looks like. If you use Mastermind a lot, you can activate this one too, the super coordination one. Of course we get life, damage and armor pen and little bit of potency. And moving on to the Massacre, I max this out too. Sometimes I use this 3 for open world farm because it gives you more movement speed and more primary attack speed. And just like the others, we get armor pen, potency, life, damage, and we have armor here too. For the Brawler we use 86 points here. We get life, damage, potency, armor pen and little bit of armor. If you are a Demon Hunter, Necromancer or a Wizard, you can max this out and use this 3 in dungeons because it's really good. It gives us armor pen, damage, resistance, life, armor and potency. And from the new 3 we get damage, armor, life, and after these I'm gonna max this out potency for my PvE Paragon build. And now we are gonna check out the Paragon setup for PvP. When it's all done, we are gonna get 4.2k damage, 480 armor pen, 41k life, 460 potency, 320 armor and 200 resistance. So as you can see, I maxed out armor pen and potency. That's because I'm not a tank. But if you are playing as a tank character, like Barbarian or Crusader, you might want to go with armor and resistance. It depends on you, and it depends on your normal gems. Let's take a look. As you can see, my armor and resistance is quite high already. That's why I am leaning towards armor pen and potency. So this might change for you, but this is my current build. You should tweak around with the build and make it right for you. But I think the most important things you can get from a Paragon tree for PvP is damage and life. And after that, you play around and make it right for yourself. Alright, now let's check out my build. First of all, I max out Gladiator. I think you know the reason, right? And moving on to the start. This is the Vanquisher tree. This is the Survivor, same as the PvE version. This is Treasure Hunter. Soldier, I think this is the same. Mastermind. Massacre. Brawler. Duelist, and lastly the new Paragon tree. As you can see, when I level up I give my points to potency in here. For example, you might max out your armor and resistance, then you are gonna give your last points to resistance here. I think that's all. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments, I will answer. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one.